Hey, Jimmy. Is that a kidnapper? Just hacked your leg? Happy Halloween 2015. Okay, so there are several videos on how to make a illusion costume online. We want to try to go over what we did with our costume, some of the mistakes that we made, some things you might want to make improvements on. This particular illusion costume is the man carrying a box, and he looks like he's carrying you in the box. Looks really cool. So let's go over what we did here, and we're going to go over a lot of mistakes and how to fix those. Okay, so why don't you come a little closer? And so here's our guy, okay? And so what we did is that we got a clothes hanger, and we attached this foam head that you can get at Michael's or online, and we attached it to, we duct taped the clothes hanger to the back of the head, and that was pretty sturdy. The one suggestion we would have is don't use cheap duct tape, get the good stuff. This stuff tends to peel off pretty easily. Okay, next thing we did, you can see the clothes hanger here, is that we got some wire, and this is 16 gauge wire that I got at Ace Hardware, and we basically wrapped it around pretty tightly around the clothes hanger. And what we did here is that, I get right up in here. What we did here is that I'm going to take out the stuffing. By the way, the stuffing, the bubble wrap tends to work really well. We also used plastic bags we got picked up from outside of Publix. They have big baskets of used plastic bags that you can get, and you can use that also. So here's a good shot right here. So here's all that wire, and what we did is that we ran it through, and we made little holes through the jacket here. We bought it at Goodwill, and then we ran the wire through the back side of the box right here. Jenny, you actually need to get it from this direction. So we ran the wire through the jacket into the box. Now this is where we had somewhat of an issue because we had a difficult time keeping this guy straight. He would want to fall quite a bit. So what we ended up doing is just using a little bit of stuffing at the top here and not so much at the bottom, and we minimize the stuffing in the arms, because the more weight that was in there, the more this guy just wanted to fall over. And as you walk around during the night, the box here becomes more fragile, and he'll start just falling. So that's our suggestions as far as trying to keep this guy sturdy. Anything else you can come up with to keep it sturdier would definitely do. Potentially running the wires even further down the box, and maybe even more wires in here might do the trick. Okay, if you want to take a look inside the box, okay, cut a little hole out. This is where you're going to be. I would do some measurements of your waist and everything, and try to cut the box to where it kind of sits comfortably, kind of on your stomach area. I know in one of the videos, someone actually bought a little picture. I'm not sure what it's called. It's the L-shaped type of metal thing, and he actually put it in his pants and let this box ride on it. We tried that, and it's very uncomfortable, and you can't go and sit down without the thing jabbing you. So, so we did okay there. Let's see, what else did we do? As some cool, let's see, are they still here? Yeah, they're still here. As some cool effects. So we have a flap here, and we got these little, they're actually called, like, they're finger lights. They lights that go on your finger there, and Yeah, this one's still working. So we glued those to the side, and you know, when you may not be able to see it on the video, but it gives some really cool indirect lighting on here, which is cool. So that was something fun we did. All right, yeah, the gloves here, again, we just stuffed them with plastic bags. You know, you just want to place it in the glove we got at the hardware store. You just want to place the glove in a natural looking position. We forgot to actually glue the thumb on here, and it would look better with it glued. And we glued the fingers. We used Gorilla Glue. It works really well on this project. That held up really well. Here was our the mask that we put on the styrofoam head, and we actually had cool little lights that we put behind the eyes and turned them on, and it made his eyes glow. That was really cool. Let's see. Do we have to? We're gonna look at the bottom of this guy. So, yeah. So we're gonna look at the bottom. You're just gonna let the bottom part of the jacket flow freely. Now, you want to wear what you think he would wear. So we wore jeans, but I wore a really odd looking shirt. So it helps really separate you from the man, and that's where the illusion comes in, because you are his legs. So you want your shirt or whatever to really contrast with the pants to really make the illusion stand out. Overall, probably doing it again, it would only take us maybe an hour and a half, but being our first time, it actually took a few days of trial and error to get it right. So I hope that helps out as far as getting this costume done. It was really cool. We actually won second place, and was it second? It was second or third in the Halloween costume, because it really looked cool. Oh yes, something else I saw here. In order to connect the jacket to the gloves, I did glue it a little bit, but we actually just used some safety pins, and that was suggested in another video. That tended to work out pretty well, but we did add a little bit more glue to make sure that those gloves did not come off. Okay, this was actually another illusion costume. This was oh, okay. Yeah. I see. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, this works. So this was another illusion costume that we did, and this was a kidnapper who had taken the legs of her victim. So this guy was holding on to my girlfriend in front, and she was wearing a dress that was cut off, and it looked like she was just dangling from the waist down and had no legs. This guy, again, we had trouble him standing up and being sturdy. So we actually bought these dryer hoses here, and we're going to use these actually with this costume to make fake legs that hang over the box, but it was way too heavy. It was really weighing down the box. Didn't work out very well. And so we ended up repurposing it and shoving it up in this guy, and that did the trick. So that's a really good point. You could try this if you're doing this costume or the man holding the box, and get this dryer hose, and using this as a sturdy mechanism there, and then using the paper bags to do the rest. So cool. All right.